And welcome back. Wait, this isn't my game.
No, it's my game.
Welcome back to fucking Sly Cooper in this Raccoonus.
Part 8 of the Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus playthrough.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a
Nobody
long
cares.
It's a long title. Yeah, it's a long title. Fortunately, the later games in the series only have Sly 2 and Sly 3.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually it would just be like it would just
There's some
it would just be the regular game name, and then the sequels would have the subtitles.
There is some like subtitles like after Sly 2 and Sly 3. But that's funny you say that because Jack and Daxter, I hate that series by the way. The very first game is like called Jack and Daxter, the Lost. No, that's the PSP game. Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. You'd think that'd be like a second game, and the very first one would just be called Jack and Daxter, right? But no.
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 It's Sony.
Yeah, it's Sony. So guess what the second game is
like,
called?
Let's be honest here. Sony's like a movie company most and foremost. So it kind of makes sense that the fucking games would
It kind of makes sense. Maybe they're the ones that kind of revolutionized the more cinematic storytelling in video games, but I could be wrong
a light
about
novel
that.
title in my games as my game titles.
But besides, so the second Jack and Daxter game is just called Jack 2. That's it. There's no subtitles, no nothing. Daxter's forgotten about. It's just Jack 2, the Roman 2. And so they use the Roman
Daxter died.
They freaking forget. I hate what they do with Daxter in the series.
Just forgot about him.
Besides the point, where like he's not even a playable character, and he's supposed to be like the second thing in the. You know how like yeah, you know how there's like a friendship thing between Ratchet and Clank, and there are sometimes you can play as Clank in some sections of the game.
So he's completely useless, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there are no sections like that in any of the Jack and Daxter's games. Well, like there's one sequence in Jack 2, but that's it. And yeah, and there's no there's not even like a cooperating function between the two, like how Clank is essentially Ratchet's long jump and hover jump and all that stuff. Daxter is nothing. Daxter's nothing. He's just there. He's there, and I hate that decision so much because that was just wasted potential. I hate Jack and Daxter for the record, by the way. Oh yeah, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so Jack 2 uses the Roman numeral 2. The sequel after that is called Jack 3, but they use the normal 3.
So they're consistent in their fucking, what's it called? Numbering system.
Yeah. So they went.
And sometimes it's just like purely aesthetic reasons.
Maybe, I don't know. There's no sense.
Because I'm pretty sure in like DMC4 they use the normal 4, but in like DMC5 they use the Roman 5.
No, I've seen box art of DMC5 and they use the actual number 5. And
no, but in this title, yeah, but in the title screen they use
that was just to give it some like flair for Nero.
Yeah.
That doesn't really mean anything.
I mean, it does.
I don't think so.
It's foreshadowing.
The Lord.
Yeah, lore, exactly.
It's foreshadowing.
But no, I really hate Jack and Daxter all around. And I know it's Naughty Dog, and I'm supposed to like them by proxy, but no.
I mean, but that's fucking logic. We're supposed to likely fucking Fallout 76 because it was made by Bethesda.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. I like things and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like since Bethesda made Skyrim, we're supposed to like
Fallout 76. That's exactly how this works, right? Exactly. Oh yeah. Interestingly enough, Carlos, the studio that made Sly Cooper is the same one that made the infamous series.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I always wanted to play the Infamous series. I only ever got to play it when I went to like a GameStop that had it on.
Yeah, it seems very interesting to me. I'm not sure how much the games go for nowadays, but it seems like a very interesting mechanic to say the least, especially since I think like the first 2 games have it. I don't know about the PS4 game, but like the morality meter that it has.
All of them have it.
Okay,
yeah, that's like the main focus of the main appeal of the game.
Yeah,
the morality system.
Yeah, that's what it seems to me. I just don't know if they stuck around with that because Jack and Daxter's a thing. Oh god, I hate. And oh yeah,
you really hate Jack and Daxter.
I do, and I'm sorry for those who.
Devil for you.
I'm sorry for people who legitimately like the Jack and Daxter series.
Hey, you don't like it. You don't like it. If people love it, they can complain about it in the comments. They can just ignore them.
Sure, alrighty then. Let's go with that. May it be interesting to see how my reactions to the game would be if we did a playthrough of the first game.
Let's be honest here. We would make you play it because none of us care enough about it to play it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Think you could take him?
Hate.
Come on, Slider.
It's gonna be your decision to play as well.
Yeah, I've recorded an hour into it.
You're starting.
I'm sorry. I just need to show people how bad this game series is. I really do.
If you're gonna complain about it, it's best to complain about it when you finish the fucking game, not when and showing it off.
I have finished the fucking game.
Well, I mean, I'm saying it's better to like finish the game and then like as the recording's going, so we can actually have recording going with the fucking game and not talk about random shit. Like
besides the point, I've played through all 4 of the games. The only one I liked was the PSP game, which everybody seems to hate for whatever reason. I legitimately like that game. I thought that was actually a good game, and everybody else seems to hate it.
You really just seem to have like opposite opinions. Like,
oh yeah, no, that's what I love. Is the
Santa Claus world.
That's actually interesting. Like Liam has like the most hot take Sonic opinions I've ever heard in my life. Actually,
I haven't heard his Sonic hot take opinions.
Like he doesn't like colors. He likes Labyrinth for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, he told us about this in the fucking.
Yeah, he thinks Forces was an alright game. I suppose I do too, actually.
No, actually, it was a medium game, but even having so many bad games, it was just like, yeah, this isn't good enough to like fucking make everything made us put it through.
Yeah, like I've been seeing on like comment sections of Instagram posts that are saying like rank all these Sonic games. Everybody puts Forces down right at the bottom. Like they put 06 above Forces, and I'm like, no, that's.
Well, I mean, when Sonic has been bad for so long, I mean, I think I mentioned this like the other day actually, like when you came over, like or something, like people just like because we've had so many bad games so long, like people are going back looking at older Sonic games and like, well, Sonic 06 was okay. At least it tried.
I'm sorry. That's not how that works. I'm sorry. No, I've heard this same shtick with the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and they're like, because everybody was like,
the only good thing from fucking Sonic 06 was the multiplayer, because you could be silver and fuck around with your friends by bullying them.
That is true though. But no, I've heard this shtick with the Star Wars sequel trilogy as well. Like everybody knows for a fact that the prequels are garbage. They are garbage, but they're hilarious too.
They have the comedy on their side.
Sure, well, like they're not supposed to be taken comedically, but they just are.
Yeah, but like they're so bad that they're at least enjoyable because they're bad.
But well, like when the sequel trilogy to Star Wars first came out, and like when it finally came out.
I remember that one time I went to Colin's house, and you and Colin were just arguing which if the prequels or the sequels were better. I just don't remember who was on what side.
That was before Rise of Skywalker, because I legitimately liked the sequel trilogy before the third one ruined it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember like you just arguing with Colin saying that fucking like I think he really liked the prequels, not really like, but he liked the prequels, and you're like, no, the sequels are so much better.
I'm proud to be a
you guys just arguing. I'm like, okay.
I like 7 and 8. I think 9.
You hate 9.
I think 9 absolutely ruined 7 and 8 and the entire franchise. 9 was so bad.
It's like you just get like, what's worse, the sequels or prequels? The cartoons.
The cartoons were actually good though, but no. My original point: everybody knows that the prequels were bad then, but like when the sequel trilogy finally came out, everyone's like, "Oh, the prequels are actually so great. They're a masterpiece, class of art," or some shtick like that.
No, they're only great because the fucking sequels put the bar even lower.
Like, is that really fair to do though? Like,
I mean, bell curves existed within fucking the student body.
What does that mean?
Well, like, you know, like, since in a bell, you know what a bell curve is like? If gets fifth grade, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, since the overall franchise is like, they just got a new bell curve because of how shit the final movie
But does that really mean something that we know is shit back then suddenly turns gold now?
I mean, people find new enjoyment in new things. People are weird.
Really though?
People are weird.
Because
we think we're smart, but we're not.
I mean, you're comparing stuff to everything else, and if it gets worse later on, then like that, I don't know, that might change your opinion on the older stuff.
I still don't think Forces was worse than 06. I'm sorry, I will never.
Oh wow, that fucking nipped you by a fucking inch.
That was like through the wall.
Yeah, I thought that was garbage too.
Also, what the fuck does she have like a laser weapon?
Because she's a cop, and this is.
Oh yes.
That's really.
They need a laser weapon.
That's her taser. That's her taser gun. Yeah.
What the fuck is it powerful enough to blow up fucking windows?
Oh, don't worry. In Sly 4, she's a playable character and use it to blow up a freaking dragon. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
It just works.
But yeah, Carmelita Fox is basically the love interest to Sly Cooper throughout the franchise, and funny enough, every single game they change her voice actress. It's funny like that. I guess they just couldn't find a good voice for her, and so they just changed it every single game.
Hey, what voice do you want to have this time?
Like, she's supposed to be Hispanic. If that's the correct word to use nowadays. Oh,
it doesn't matter. Doesn't go fucking. I don't care. Hispanic, Mexican, whatever.
Hispanic. Well, like, there's a difference between the Hispanics from Mexico and the Hispanics from Guatemala.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just call them the brown people. Wait a minute.
Brown people.
It's a girl. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah, that's essentially it. Yeah, you're right, Josh. But yeah, she's on the side of the law, and we're essentially robbers. And in this game, she's too blind to see the bigger picture because essentially we're taking down really big mob bosses in this game.
So what you're saying is she's being a complete idiot.
Yeah, because she's more interested in arresting us rather than all the big mob bosses beating up.
I just love the fucking chief of police asking, "Did you take out this high level boss?" And she's like, "Maybe."
Maybe.
Just a fucking look just like a file of Sly Cooper in her hand. And it's just saying we need to find who this is, and she's like, no, but we have bigger issues. We have this mob boss who's about to fucking blow up this town hall or some shit, rob this bank.
Right.
and but Sly, but nobody cares. Nobody cares.
That's essentially how it is, yeah.
Notorious Cooper thief clan.
And here's our mob boss of this chapter, Kung Fu Panda.
Oh shit! Jack Black?
Jack Black! Whoa! Hey guys, look, it's Bowser.
Why do you care if I say a few worthless
But no, this is the Panda King, and he's the big mob boss of the China wing, I guess. This is a fan favorite in the Sly Cooper fandom because he's actually a playable character in Sly 3.
Insolent giant.
Like, in the context of that story, I don't remember the plot of Slice 3 that well, but you go and recruit this guy for whatever reason, and he's awesome. He basically has, like, a bazooka of fireworks on his back at all times, and he can shoot everyone.
That sounds fun.
It is really cool. And how you meet him too is also cool as well, because he's essentially meditating, and you basically replay this boss again, but like in a much easier and much more cinematic way. It's the same boss fight all around.
Quick time events.
No, not quick time events. They don't do that until. I actually have to think about that now. Because, spoiler alert, the final boss of Sly 4 is nothing but a quick time event. It was really dumb.
I mean, that's the same with like fucking that Dying Light.
What happened in that?
I think the final enemy. Well, no, it's like in the final cutscene is just a quick time event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. But yeah, pretty simple. Just avoid. He bounces you back after a while, and avoid his fireballs, and then.
You like just walking around and like. Woo, woo, woo,
oh yeah, that's essentially how it is, and his attacks are very choreographed because he.
Oh yeah, they're very much like, oh, you know where they're coming.
Oh yeah, not because of what you see, but he also says like the name of his attack before he does it. Yeah.
He's very much like. I wouldn't be surprised if this fucker was like a theater kid or some shit that just wants to be.
I mean, kind of essentially, like the backstory the game gave us about this guy is like, he's a fireworks specialist and he wanted to show.
So
like,
he was a theater kid.
Yeah, and so, and he was rejected by like the higher council or some shit. Then he turned bad.
That's.
I guess the theme, there's a theme, I guess, with the bosses of like, this is what evil can do to good people, and it kind of works for the most part. It's kind of underbaked though, in my opinion.
Not known for his physical dexterity, Otto relied on vehicles to aid him in his criminal endeavors. Armed with his designs,
I don't know who this one is.
Oh, God, I love the fact that, but just reading this fucking book, he understands mechanics.
Yeah, that's how it works.
A frustrated
Like-
Inspector Fox.
Like instantaneously. That's what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, like he's not like he spent time. Yeah, look, she gets the fucking what's it called? Fame for like what Sly did.
She gets the credit.
Right.
Yeah. Like she probably is going up the ranks of fucking Sly's work.
Exactly. That's how it works. Because she's not the brightest bulb in the pack. She gets smarter over time, though.